leave my apartment building out into the street. There's been a new murder, as you just learned 10 seconds ago. I admire the bright lights and take a look at the building. Taking it in. In the bedroom, I find the body. I'd say she's pretty dead. Unfortunately, as I go to close the door, an enforcer walks out of the bathroom. That's pretty bad timing. Upon re-entering the apartment, I take a look at the body, and it's pretty clear she works at a restaurant. As any good detective would, I start touching the corpse, taking her print, figuring out what she died from. Bullet wound from a gun. I inspect her desk for anything useful and find her work ID. Now we know where she works. I spent a while searching the house. Didn't find anything useful until I got to the kitchen. Thinking about stealing her cigarettes and tobacco, but I don't. Find her wallet. Lucretia Delaney. It's an interesting name. At least now we know who we're looking for. We enter the buffet, the place she works at, where there's a very annoying tea kettle that I threw against the wall. I get the password to the office. Sneak my way in, search for the employee files. There she is. Now for the interesting part, I go onto the computer, look for the surveillance data. It marks her on the camera, but you can't see her behind the wall. So I mean, I guess she's there. Didn't see anything suspicious, so back to the crime scene. Lots of F fingerprints. Most likely the perpetrator. And writing on the wall. The neighbor did see somebody suspicious. Short gray hair. So there you go, there's your description. I sneak into the office of the building, trying to find the resident list and look through the surveillance data. After coming up empty-handed, I go back to the buffet, pretty frustrated. Into a homeless guy. I mean, he's seen some of the people with gray hair around here, but that's about it. go back in the surveillance office, this time to meticulously search through the resident database, looking for people of interest. This guy matches the description, so obviously I do the same thing after finding his address and, you know, just go look through his apartment. And I get spotted and run away. Luckily I'm too fast. I sneak into the apartment of the resident that I found in the files. Check his toothpaste for fingerprints. Typo. He's not the killer. You know, steal the money out of his wallet anyway. And not take the key and lockpick my way out of his house. And end up at that diner, frustrated with no leads. And then the murder's reported. Same building. Knocking on the door, I surprisingly get somebody coming to the door. Whoever this lady is, she probably lives there, but, you know, she's not very helpful. See a police officer, our friendly lawman, you know, definitely doing all they can to help this city. And he shoots me. So now I have to run away. And while I'm running away, I encounter this person. She looks like she matches the description. She's not helpful at all and says she's seen nothing, won't tell me her name, won't give me her fingerprints. Finally, after paying her, she tells me she's Elizabeth Yee. I take the perpetrator's footprint, or mine, from the blood, I'm not really sure. And I enter the apartment. Happening upon the crime scene. Obviously, it was the same killer. Except this person's an alcoholic. Yeah, that wasn't the murder weapon. That was just next to their body. So, yeah. Same message on the wall. AR paid. Before I leave, I go through the hallway and find a crumpled piece of paper. E and I. Now, what does that look like to you? That looks like Elizabeth Yee. I'm not gonna lie. It really looks like Elizabeth Yee. With that note in hand, I run to a phone booth, looking for the directory inside so I can get the address of Elizabeth Yee. I pick up a paper reporting on the serial killer. A horrifying sight this evening was the murder of local citizen Arnaud Ramos, 36, who was found brutally shot to death with a pistol or revolver of 1203 Betancourt Suites. It is believed that, I'm not reading the rest of that. But yeah, basically there's a serial killer, and her name's Elizabeth Yee. I go to get my supplies from City Hall. I hurry back to the building before she can strike for a third time. As I walk up to her apartment, oh, look who it is. That's convenient. And yet again, she's not helpful, which isn't surprising. She walks into her apartment, and I follow her in, beat the shit out of her, and she shoots me. All in a day's work as a detective. Yet, what I did forget about was that there is another person in this apartment who just heard her shoot me. I handcuffed Elizabeth to turn her in, and this bitch now decides to run in here, so I, knock her out. Elizabeth tells me how stinky I am, so yeah. I run towards City Hall thinking of all the errors in this case, all the dead ends. This did take a lot longer than, 14 minutes.